He said, I'm not going to fly unless I speak to the captain. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to another vlog of mine. My name is Thomas. I am Traveling Gun. If you're new here, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. And to all my returning subscribers, thank you for subscribing. I do appreciate the love. So I've already done one leg today. So when I started off, of course, why wouldn't it start off rocky? The gate agent and my captain got into it. The gate agent said, hey, your paperwork is printing. The captain said, you're going to bring it down to me. Of course, the gate agent didn't like that, took his tone. He's like, no, you can come back up here and get it. So they're standing up there going back at it, back and forth at it. So we had to wait for a manager to come over before we can even go down. I had to go pre-flight and everything. And then passengers started coming on board. So that's what happened to the start of this trip. Actually, it picked up. I was originally off these 2 days, and I picked these 2 days up for premium pay. The back end of my trip was actually canceled because I guess they canceled the flight, so I'm on time available for the last 2 days of these flights. Excuse me, not the flights, but the last 2 days of this trip here, and that's why I picked up the 2 days here. So just to kind of, I still get paid for it, but I lose out on the per diem. So that's the thing. When they cancel your trip here, we're still pay protected. We just get paid for the hour, but not the per diem. So, but I'm here in XNA Airport. As you can see, I'm on the wrong side of the terminal. I just had to come back to a side that's a lot quieter. So as you can see, I'm here.
Please keep 6 feet of distance from others when waiting for your bags or gathering in any area of the airport.
But I'll see you guys tonight once I get to Jacksonville, North Carolina, which again, nothing wrong with the hotel. I just hate the drive to the hotel because it's 30 minutes away and it's a military base. Well, not base, but a military town. And so, like I said in my previous vlog, the hotel's a lot further. But I'll see you guys once I get to Jacksonville a little bit later on tonight. Good evening, everybody. So I made it here to my room in Jacksonville, North Carolina. Again, like I said, I hated the ride. The ride felt like it was forever, which it was about 35 minutes away. I think this is the first time I've actually been back to Jacksonville since I've actually started vlogging, and I forgot that we stayed at this particular hotel. But today is an uneventful day for me, but the airline did confirm that they're going to furlough 8,100 flight attendants come October 1st if the government doesn't step in to help out again or extend the CARES package that they sent out earlier this year. And like I said, my heart goes out to them, especially some of the people that's been there for a while. And this is just one of those careers where people are happy doing it, and it just makes them happy versus sitting behind a desk. So my heart goes out to them. I, pray that everything does work out in the long run. As far as I don't know how long that they can be furloughed in order to be called back, but just hopes it all work out and everybody try to stay as positive as possible about it. Other than that, I have a late report tomorrow. And like I said, some of these late shows are really good for me as far as I'm able to catch up on sleep and just be able to sleep in and not have to worry about getting up and doing anything. The gym is closed here as well. I guess it's just North Carolina, but the gyms are closed here in North Carolina. The pools are closed here in North Carolina. Some of the hotels, so I can't do that. I have to do my hotel workout. But I'll see you guys tomorrow once I get my day started. Good afternoon, everybody. So today is day 2 of, I think, 5 or 6. I'm not for sure which one it is. But had a very good sleep. I got to sleep in, much needed sleep in. And today's just 2 legs. I go from Jacksonville, North Carolina to Atlanta to Bloomington, Illinois. And I'm done by 8 o'clock today, and tomorrow's another kind of sort of late day. Nothing new to report as far as any updates with us as going forward as far as my job update. So I have to get down to this van, prepare for this 30-minute ride to the airport again, and I'll see you guys a little bit later on once I get to Bloomington. Good evening, everybody. So I made it here to Bloomington, and I'm gonna say this day was less than eventful. We get to Atlanta to come to Bloomington. We have an unaccompanied minor, and what an unaccompanied minor is anyone under the age of 16, I believe, who is traveling by themselves and without a parent. And he didn't want to go. He did not want to go, did not want to come on board. So we were already delayed because it was thundering and lightning in Atlanta, so the ramp was closed. So we was already delayed even further. So people try to calm him down, get him to come down. And he said, "I'm not going to fly unless I speak to the captain." So the pilots came down, spoke to him. Long story short, he's going through a custody battle with his parents, and his dad recently just went to jail. So he didn't want to leave Palm Beach to come here to Bloomington, which I don't blame him. Who would pass up beach and sun to dark and gloomy? Nah, it's not dark and gloomy here, but you get what I'm saying. And he just wanted to go back with his dad and not come up here with his mom. So the captains finally went out there, talked to him, pretty much lied to him, said we're going to go back to Florida. He's going to get to see his dad, yada, yada, yada. Came on board, sat in first class. And he was pretty cool, the entire flight. So I sat down next to him and started talking to him a little bit. And, he was just telling me how much he missed his dad. He that his dad is going away for a while. He just wanted to see him one last time, and which I can relate to him because I remember when I was 6 years old, my dad was arrested with us in the car. He was taking us to school, but it was on some other stuff that, alleged kidnapping us, which we were going to school. But so I kind of, can relate to him because I did see that firsthand at 6 years old, my dad being detained. I don't know if he spent any jail time over that, but so I had to tell the passengers, I'm gonna say that we're going to Palm Beach, but we're still going to Bloomington because I explained the situation to them. So I'm on the announcement saying we're going to West Palm Beach, we're going to Palm Beach, Palm Beach, Palm Beach. And I was just like, man, but it's what we have to do in order to make, especially him feel a little bit comfortable. Even when he saw his mom, he didn't really throw a fit or any attempted tantrum. I think he probably had calmed down and came to grips with the terms that he's going to be with his mom. So, again, like my dad, like I said, I seen my dad get arrested, but my dad did some wild stuff when I was a kid, now that I look back on it. But one thing that I take away from him, he taught me what not to do when co-parenting. That's one thing I can say that he's taught me very, very well, is what not to do when co-parenting. And I really took that to heart, of what not to do, just learning from what he did and me not make the same mistakes that he did. It was just wild. But again, that's how my day went today. And also another thing, we were in Jacksonville and somebody left a bag. Well, it wasn't a bag, it was actually a pillowcase full of clothing. So I'm finna take my pillowcase. So the gate agent goes, "Can you make an announcement?" So I made an announcement, held up the pillowcase like this, walked through the cabin, just like this, with this blue pillowcase full of clothes and other things like that. Nobody claimed it. Why mid-flight, some guy says, "Oh, I left my bag." My bag. I said, "Was it Navy?" He was like, "Yeah." I said, "We made like 4 announcements. I even walked through the cabin. Nobody said anything." "Well, you think they're going to put it on another flight?" They're not, because it's not an actual bag, like a luggage bag, so they can't put it on the next flight, so it's just there. And I told them you can have somebody pick it up for you, but they're not going to put it on another flight. But other than that, that's how my day went today. First time for any of that happening to me. But have a long overnight here, trying to find something to eat, which is going to be hard because everything closed at 8 o'clock here. So I might just snack on what I have in my my lunchbox that I brought with me to snack on and call it a day. Again, this job is more than just passing out snacks. Sometimes we play therapist as well, to the unlikely of people. And I'm happy about it, I wouldn't change it for anything in the world. So I'm gonna end on that, and I'll see you guys tomorrow morning when I get up. Good evening, everybody. Sorry I didn't get to you earlier today before I left Bloomington, but on my way from Bloomington to Atlanta, they changed my schedule to where instead of me going to Huntsville tonight, I end up in Fayetteville, North Carolina. I'm assuming it has something to do with some people being delayed because of Hurricane Laura that's coming through Louisiana, and that's the reason why they changed it, which I'm happy because tomorrow I would have had 5 legs. Now I still only do 2, and I have a later report time, which I don't have to report until 5 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. So that it worked out better for me. Plus, I still get paid for those 5 legs. I'm still pay protected, so I still get paid for those 5 legs. So I'm not even really tripping off of it because it worked out way better for me. Today is very, very uneventful today. Everything went smooth as possible as I can imagine any flights going. So there's nothing to report. I got rid of the captain that I had that was combative. He's off my trip now. He's gone somewhere else. And I'm back with my original flying partner for this trip that I originally have. So, but other than that, I'm gonna go work out since the gym is 24 hours. I've kind of been slacking the last 2 days. So I'm gonna go work out since it's open for 24 hours. I'll see you guys tomorrow when I get up. Good evening, YouTube. Welcome to another day. I think this is day 4 for me. I'm not for sure if it's evening or afternoon. It's almost 4:30. Today, I have 2 legs. I have a 2-hour sit, though. I do from Fayetteville to Atlanta, sit for 2.5 hours, which is a possibility that they can, switch me to another trip because I do have a 2-hour sit in between. But if not, I end up in Columbia, South Carolina tonight. I got up. I'm proud of myself. I got up and I actually went and worked out in the gym this morning, mid-morning, whatever, like that. So I got my routine in, and then I ended up just taking a walk around, down around the area. It's like 90 degrees, so I did a little bit more cardio, just walking and kind of clearing my head for the, for the day. I guess, it's like my way of meditating, listening to music and just walking or just sitting in my room and just kind of just vibing out to music, just a kind of way to clear my head before I start my day, which I do that all the time. I can go to work with a clear head and a clear mind, and I think that helps me a lot, to deal with some of the stuff that we deal with on a daily basis. But I have a 4:30 van, and it's about a 30-minute ride from these military towns. I tell you, 30-minute ride from the hotel to the van. So I'll see you guys a little bit later on tonight and give you a little update if they do swap me around. So I'll see you guys tonight. Everybody, so I've made it to my room here in Columbia, South Carolina. And before I go anywhere or say anything else, 2020 isn't just playing fair with us. From Kobe dying to this pandemic, flight attendants getting furloughed, now Chadwick Boseman, And then what's crazy about that, he's been battling colon cancer for the last 4 years. Nobody seemed to know about it. But he's made 8 movies in those 4 years. So imagine the pain that he was going through during that time of filming, that he made 8 movies. 8 movies in 4 years. Yeah, 2020 is just not playing fair with us. But today was okay until this last leg to Columbia. So the gate agent, for whatever reason, he put 4 people in the exit row. None of them could speak English. Now, I think he cleared too many people for this flight because there was a lot of people sitting next to each other that were strangers. I know we bumped up our capacity from 60 to 65, but it seemed like a lot of people. And a lot of people were by themselves and not with anybody, and nobody wanted to sit in the exit row and sit next to somebody. So eventually it got worked out. But the gate agent is supposed to speak to them to make sure they understand English before moving them to the exit row, because it took me at least 15 minutes to find people to sit in the exit row so they can swap seats with them because, like I said, we were full. Even though I think he cleared too many people for the flight, but that's neither here nor there. Tomorrow's a late report for me again, sort of semi. I leave at 1:15. So I'm not tired right now. I'm gonna wake up in the morning, try to eat breakfast, and work out before I have to leave and go to start my trip tomorrow. So I'll see you guys a little bit later on tomorrow. Good afternoon, everybody. Today is day 5. It would have been go home day for me, but I was on time available after I got back from Gulfport today, and they added something to me to Tri-Cities, which is on a 200, and I was hoping to go home basically, but that didn't happen. So today is my mother's birthday. You know, yeah, all of our birthdays are in August. I know in my last vlog it was my brother's birthday and then my birthday. Now today's my mom's birthday. So, you know, it's one of those things, you know, my mom's not really big into celebratory stuff. So it's one of those things where there's nothing I can give her, a gift and give her that she can, that's better than what she's given me for 36 years of my life. So that's why anytime she says, hey, I want to go here, I want to go there, I try to make it happen, no matter how tired I am, no matter if I don't feel like going, I try to go. You know, that's the least that I can do for her. But today I do have 3 legs, and then I go to Tri-Cities. So, and I get done late again, which is like around 10 o'clock today. So I'll see you guys a little bit later on tonight. Hello everybody, good night, good evening, because it is nighttime. It's 10 o'clock at night here. I made it to Tri-Cities Airport, and I was on the 200. And for those of you who've never been on 200, let me try to explain how riding in a 200 is. 200 is like riding in a Fiesta. If you don't know what a Fiesta is, so for all my, you know, younger generational people, it's like having 6 people in a Mini Cooper. If that kind of correlates what it is, it's very, very small. I don't too much like it because I like the companionship of a 900. Plus, there's always something wrong with the APU on the 200 where it's always hot. But granted, it was the APU. Something was wrong with the APU on this one, but it wasn't as hot because we left at night, so it kind of balanced itself out. But tomorrow's go home day for me. So, but I don't leave out until 6 o'clock tomorrow evening. So that's why I'm at with it. I'm gonna get ready and stay up and try to catch up on some YouTube videos, and I'll see you guys later. Good evening, guys. So it is go home day. I'm finally on the airplane, getting ready to go home. I have this one leg and I'm done. I want to thank you all for joining me again on this trip with me. I hope you continue to support. I do appreciate the support. If you're new here, please make sure you subscribe. To all my returning subscribers, thank you for your support. I do really appreciate that. My heart goes out to all the flight attendants who are being furloughed. Just keep your head high, and hopefully it doesn't last too long. Thank you again. Until next time, you have a great day. So we all know that it's always something on go home day. So Atlanta is in a ground stop for an hour. It was originally 55 minutes, and then it got extended for another hour. And it's only because it's go home day. So we had to do a gate return, which we were pushed back, finna get ready and taxi, and we had to return to the gate so we could let the passengers off, because we can only have the passengers on board for so long. And so, but since it's going to be so long, our captain just made the decision to return to the gate. Well, we were told to return to the gate and let passengers off so they can go sit in the terminal to, you know, just because it's more comfortable there. So I'll try to keep you all updated and see what ended up happening. So 3 hours later, the ground stop has been lifted. We get to go home. We just have to find our way around the weather, and I'll be done for the day, I will go past the time that I was originally supposed to. So basically it just extends my per diem, not my per hourly rate like I've been sitting here. So no, I don't get paid for just sitting here. So, but I did get paid for the time that we were sitting and the door was closed, but I just get more per diem, and that's really it. So it is what it is, you know, it's part of the life. So until next time, I see you guys a little bit later.